Okay, good morning everyone. It's 13 September 2023 and it's been a long time. Just a few conditions. My wife and I bought a property out in New Brunswick, and I've been out there a couple times. My wife's still out there, and we've got our little dog at home. I've been dog sitting her quite a bit, so just haven't been able to get out. Sometimes it was the weather. It got really stinking hot there towards the end of August and early September. We had a heat wave. Every day was up in the 30s. So anyway, we're on a mission today. In about 2 weeks, I got my friends coming up from New York State, Terry and Steve, and I've been riding with them every September for the last few years. And this year they're coming up in a couple weeks, and they're going to stay out at Spectacle Lake Lodge. And I'm going to take them up for ATVing for a couple days, and I think they're bringing a couple of friends with them. So we might be 3 or 4 machines, and it's going to be a 2-day ride. And we're staying in this area, to the Aylen Lake area, but we're going to go way up north by not Bon Echo, but Algonquin Park, right along the south rim of Algonquin and up that way. So my mission today is, since I haven't been on those trails in a long time, I'm going to get up there and refresh myself with all those trails. So that's the main thing we're going to do today. And then I also want to get down and see if the bridge is repaired that goes down into Loon Lake, because I want to get them down into that. So anyway, that's the plan for the day. So here we go. Okay, they cleared the they cleared the brushway, so you can read that. Moonlight Bay Road. Okay, we're on Burnt Depot Road now. We're just going to go down here past Aylen Lake and then up to the first lookout, and then we're going to head basically due north after that. I won't film till I get up closer to Algonquin Park, because you know it's going to be a long day today. I might get close to 100 kilometers on today, because just the length of stuff that I have to do. So here we go. Just going to the lookout here really quick. I'm not going to stop long. Just want to check out. I think what I want to do today is not only re-familiarize myself with a lot of the trails that I haven't been on. Like where I'm going today, I only went there once last year, and that was the first time I've been up there in about 3 or 4 years. So, and you know, I haven't been back since last fall. That was my last ride last October. I went, you know, remember I went up through Martineau Lake, and that was beautiful up there. But you know, I just haven't got up there this year, or anywhere else really. It's been a really, I mean, this is only the 5th. No, I think this is only the 6th ride of the year so far. I've usually got 10 or 12 in by now. Anyway, here we're at the lookout. Just really stop here really quick. But yeah, I want to make sure there's no trees down and things aren't flooded, like going through Dickens Lake and all that, like it was last time I was out here. I couldn't even get through the Dickens Lake. It was like I could get into Dickens Lake from the north side, but there was that trench here and it looked pretty deep, so I didn't even go through it. So yeah, okay. Okay, we're deep in the woods here. We're about maybe a third of the way up to the south rim of Algonquin, and I took off down this trail that I've never been on before. Look, it goes down into a swamp or a marsh by the looks of it. It's not too far up ahead here, maybe a half a kilometer or so. I just had to stop to chop down this tree that was blocking the way. So we're going to continue on this. It's a nice trail. It's not too overgrown, but it's pretty deep and thick in here. And we're deep in the woods. Perfect day today. It rained all day yesterday, so everything's nice and soaking wet. It's not going to get too hot today. I think the high is 17 Celsius. It's supposed to be cloudy, although it's pretty sunny out right now, but we're down in the canopy of the trees, so we don't see the sun. Okay, we're continuing on. Yeah, I've never been on this trail. There's all kinds of trails in this area that I haven't been on. This is the good stuff right here. Deep in the woods, remote. And I'm gonna have to jump this log here. It's always kind of creepy when you're in this kind of trail. I mean, we're deep in the woods, thick, remote. I mean, I have no idea what's around each bend. I don't run into a Sasquatch in here or something. It's not overly used, but it's I mean, there is tracks in here, and it's, you know, it's fairly cleared, so people do come down here. Okay, there's an old track that way. See a marsh on the clearing to my left here. I just don't want to run into a swamp. Yeah, there's a marsh right through the trees there. Okay, this is really getting thick. To go, because now I'm going away from the marsh that I wanted to get to, and I don't want to do that, so I'm going to just turn around here. I'll come down here another time. I always say that, but then I never do it. Anyway, we're going to head back up. Good track though. I'll have to just, if I get too sidelined, I won't get done what I came out here to get done, which is head way up north, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to to get to where I want to go on this trail. So we're going to head back out. Okay, we've arrived at the trail that goes into Murphy Lake after a few hiccups. I had to stop and look at my map a couple of times. Got all turned around. Anyway, we're here. So we're going to go down into here and take a little break, and then we'll go into Martineau Lake, which is a really nice trail going into that. But this is pretty nice in here too. This is a nice spot. We're not going to stop right here. I'm going to go over to the other area about a couple hundred yards to my right here, because I think there's a little table on it. Oh, I got to get that fixed. I keep my left hand grip is loose. Keeps almost pulling off. Yeah, so this is Murphy Lake. I was here late, kind of mid-October last year. Beautiful spot. I bring Steve and Terry here. I'll take a couple pictures here in the woods. Okay, we're just left the shoreline of Murphy's Lake here, but we're going to go over to this other spot that I didn't even know existed until last year when I came here. And it's even nicer than the spot I was just at. Here? No, I think it's still up here a bit. This is where the hippie gathering was a couple of years ago. I came out here to go to this lake, and I mean, this is remote, man. I mean, there's nothing around here. And all of a sudden I started seeing these cars parked on the side of the road and everything. And there's people, and a lot of them were dressed up like goth. They were black and, you know, wearing long black coats and stuff. And there's a lot of them. There's about 30 people here, and a whole whack of cars. And man, they glared at me. So I don't know what they were doing, having some kind of a seance or something. I don't know what they were doing. I just turned around and left. But they gave me the evil eye. They had a big bonfire going, and this was a weekday in I think it was kind of like about mid-August or something. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. This is a nice spot. Okay, we'll take a little break here. Do a bit of a walk around too. So this is Murphy Lake. Where I was just a few minutes ago was just down to my left about 200 yards at that first spot. Oh, look at this. They even brought the kitchen sink here. Cool. But yeah, this is another one of these nice crownland lakes. So you can come here and camp. Beautiful spot. Murphy Lake. Got my bear spray with me, just in case. Always have that with me. Even if I did get attacked, I mean, my head is completely covered, so he's not going to be able to bite through my helmet and everything. You know, I've got heavy, thick clothes on. You know, as long as I could grab my axe, I could probably go hand to hand with him pretty good. But that won't happen. They'll just run away. They'll run away when they hear the mighty Grizz coming. I got another tool with me this time. I've actually had this quite a while. I just hardly ever bring it. But this little Fisker's axe. The axe is really good for certain types of chopping through stuff. But you know, for the smaller stuff, the little saw works. It's a whole lot quicker and neater. So it's a Fisker's axe or saw, and it works really good. So I don't know why I haven't been bringing that before, but I'm always going to bring it with me from now on. All right, so we're going to take a quick break here and then carry on over to Martineau Lake. Okay, so we found the track to Martineau Lake. It's a lot more overgrown than I remember. I hope it's cleared all the way through. See, when I came here in the fall, you know, all the leaves are down, right? So, come here this time of year, tracks disappear. So anyway, we're good. Heading in the right direction. This is a nice track. And Martineau Lake is beautiful. It's like Haskins. It's smaller, but it's beautiful lake. And it's off the beaten path, like even more than Haskins is. I mean, people just don't go on this track that I'm on right now. You know, GPSs are great, but sometimes they can throw you off too. Oh, this is a nice trail. I like this. Nice and lush and green. Another 3 weeks from now, this will be just gold in all different colors. I mean, already, I think we're going to have an early fall because, I mean, already, you can't really see it in here, but when you're out on the main highway and stuff, driving down the main roads, I mean, a lot of the trees are already like red and gold and changing color already. be coming up to a fork pretty soon. Yeah, here's what it is. Yeah, last year, okay, yeah, I'll go left here. I could have taken either one of those trails. Like I could have gone to the right there. I think it takes me to the same place, but this is kind of a deeper, darker in the woods. So this is the one I'm taking. Old toboggan. My GoPro lasts because like once again I was screwing around with my Hero 8 yesterday, couldn't get it turned on. I had to play with it, finally got it to turn on, and it seems like it's charged and everything, but who knows. I mean, I could come out here to, you know, if I run out of power on the one on my Hero 4 that's running right now, I could go to put in my Hero 8 and it might not even come on. Who knows? Just pisses you off for the money you pay for these things. But I really can't complain about my Hero 4. That's the one I'm using right now, and I think I've had it since I think it's 2014. I bought it, and you know, hundreds of hours out of it. And it's worked great, and it's still working great. It locked up once on me last fall. I think I ran it too far, too long or something, and I couldn't get it to shut off. But that's the only time I got it home, and Just let it run until it completely killed the battery, then I charged it back up again and it was fine. So anyway, but the Hero 8 worked good at first, but then it's like really got unreliable. This is a great trail. Steve and Terry, they're going to love this. We should be coming back out into the hooking onto a more open trail here pretty soon. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, right on. Yeah, so Martineau Lake isn't too much further up here. Yeah, so we bought a property out in my wife's hometown, Rishabukto, New Brunswick. And I was out there in June for 2 weeks. And the plan was, you know, my wife's going to stay out there because it's right where her family is. She wanted to spend the summer with her family. Her mom and everybody and all her sisters and the whole clan is out there. And then I came back. And then I decided to go back out. It was hot and I wasn't ATVing. And it was kind of almost too hot even to go bike rides and stuff. Oh, this is a nice clearance for moose. But so I went back out in kind of mid-August, and we did a tour of Nova Scotia. I was out there for I think 10 days, and I brought our little dog Nika back with us, our Australian Shepherd. It was very hot out there, and so you know she'd been out there for a couple of months, so I brought her back, and that's part of the reason I couldn't get out ATVing too much too, because you know I'm looking after her. When I go ATVing on these days, you know I'm out here all day. You know, I could get somebody, but I hate leaving her with other people, and I hate asking people also. You know. So that's another reason I didn't get out ATVing as nearly as much, just because of that. Wow, nice birch bark. I wish I could pick out. That's really good fire starter, right? But don't use it in your. It's good for an outdoor fire. Don't use it in your home fire. Like I heat by wood at home. We have an airtight Pacific Energy Super 27. that we heat the house with. Don't use birch bark in it because it just smokes like a bastard. It'll really clog up your chimney, your pipes. Not even to start the fire. Use cedar kindling. It's a lot better. Okay, we're at Martineau Lake, and I'm just going to stop up here at the little spot up here, just a bit further. This is a beautiful lake. I love it. I like this spot. Yeah, right here. Oh, beautiful spot here. Look at that. Wow. Martineau Lake. I wonder what kind of fish are in there. because they stock these inland lakes. The Ministry of Natural Resources, they have these big choppers, and they have big buckets or containers, and they basically come to the lake, and they get right over the top of the lake, and they like really close to the water, and they dump them, and they stock them with fish. I've seen them doing it. Okay, just going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to carry on, and we're going to start heading back south, because I still want to get see if I can get all, like, I'm a long ways. I'm way north, and I still want to get down into Loon Lake, way over by Spectacle Lake Lodge yet. So, okay, we'll check in later. Okay, so we're heading back towards we're kind of close to a place called Orem Lake. I went into that one a couple of years ago, and you can't really see it here, but this is just a beautiful little creek on the right. It's too thick through there, but this is a really nice section of trail here. We're heading south. We're gonna hook onto like the main logging road up here, and then by Cog Lake, we're going to turn right and go down by Brule Lake, but on the north end of it, from the opposite end that Leatherface's hunt camp is at. And then we're going to continue on that, and we'll come back out very close to Haskins Lake and Dickens Lake and all that. And depending on the time when I get over there, well, it's not going to be far early. I mean, it's only 20 to 11 right now, so yeah, it should be no problem at all. But I still want to get over by Spectacle Lake Lodge and get south into Loon Lake, because I want to see if that bridge that we've got all basically ripped apart last fall is going to put back together. I really want to take Steve and Terry down into Loon Lake. That's just really nice down there. And we might even go down to Bark Lake too. That's the plan. I'll soon be out onto the main logging road again. This is a nice trail. Close to Cog Lake, and then away you go, and you're in this area already. Anyway, it's all good. Doesn't matter where we are. It's all good. Another trail right there. Okay, I'll hook on back. See you later. Okay, it's been about over an hour since I filmed there, and we went through a cloud burst. So we're way back down south now. We're coming into the trail that goes towards Dickens Lake. I'm going to go up the logging road here a little bit, and then we're going to go over through Dickens Lake and see if I can get through that, and then head back over that way. Okay. Yeah, really had a downpour there. Got soaked. At least it's not too cold. Wasn't expecting that. There's like a 20% chance of rain today, and we got it. Moose tracks. Oh man, that's really loaded there. To get out onto a smooth sandy area after last hour and a half, it's been just smash, bump, grind on the rocks in the Deep Woods Trail. Oh wow, man, this is really eroded. There's a lot of that going on. Yeah, okay, this is my logging road trail here. So this goes over to close to Dickens Lake. We'll film some more up ahead more. Okay, so I'm at Minnow Lake at what lake is this? Dickens Lake, and this is all new. This was never like this before. So anyway, I've walked through it. It's no problem at all. It's good hard bottom. It's a little bit soft right there, but it's not too deep, so this should be no problem. So we're gonna go through and out to the other end, and then I'll be over right out, not too far from Fish Lake Mountain Lookout when I come from that. But I'm just going to snap a couple of pictures here first. Yeah, I don't know why this water has come up so high. It was kind of a hot, dry summer, but I don't know. It is what it is. There's the mighty Grizz. Okay, so we're going to carry on up to over that way. I keep forgetting where the hell I am. Good day, we covered a lot of ground. Touch that log, I hope not. Okay, gotta go up a steep hill. I think that was deeper when I was here. I don't know, when it was like late July. Last time I rode in this area. But this is the first time I've been on this part of this trail all season. I didn't make it out here in the spring because it was couldn't get through. And then, you know, all the other stuff that I was talking about earlier started. So, oh man, is this ever washed out? Holy shit! Wow. That was pretty eroded. Had to stand up and lean forward, man. Got pretty steep and rocky. Okay, we'll film again later on. This is a pretty rugged track. Almost flipped in here a couple of years ago, I remember. Okay, so we're going to go down and check out the depth of the Opiongo River here. I'm hoping I can get through. It just adds a lot of extra trails on very easily instead of going all the way down to Madawaska to cross. I don't think I'm going to be able to get across though. It's you know, I walk my dog out here all the time, and I always come down and check it, and there's a lot of current, which means the river's higher than normal. Like when you can cross, I can see the current from already. And no, not looking good. In fact, I know I won't be able to get through. We're going to drive out here a little ways, but I mean, normally where it is right now is the way the depth is the whole thing, but like already, I mean, I can feel myself from the current. I'm being pushed to the left here. You know, I could probably do it, but I'm not going to risk it. You know, I wish somebody was here with me. I've done no. This is how I sunk my Grizzly last time. Sorry, can't do it. It's right. If it was just a little bit shallower, and a little less current, no problem. But anyway, it's a good way to wash off the bottom of the Grizz. That is where I sank my Grizzly when was that? August 2020, my 2016. I mean, that's like 5 feet deep right there. And we came down from the trapper's cabin over here, and we're hugging that shore. And you know what I should have done? It's actually shallower on the left of that little island there, on that side. But we went in here, and then right about there. I mean, all of a sudden I just went like that. And I was giving her, and then it just, I don't know why, but the engine just died, and it just went, and stopped. And, you know, what I should have done is jump off, and I probably could have floated it, because, I mean, the exit's right here. So it was like 30 feet from the exit. But anyway, that's what happened. But I ended up with the Grizzly I'm on now, so I'm going to end this video now. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a good ride. I did about 70 kilometers. Way up north by south rim of Algonquin, getting into Murphy Lake and Martineau Lake was really nice. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Terry and Steve in a couple weeks when they come up. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.